I'm Tarasha. Welcome to my channel. Happy Valentine's. I came up with this list because I like watching a good movie on Valentine's Day. And I feel like Valentine's Day is the day, as we all know, is to love the people that are around you, your wife, your husband, your kids, your sister, your brother, everybody. Just tell someone that you love them. And for me, the person that I am, I love watching a good movie on Valentine's Day. So I came up with two lists. You guys know how I am with some lists that are kids friendly and for the rest of us. So, we're going to talk about a few of these movies and just talk in general about these movies. I have personally watched all these movies, and it does not matter when Valentine's Day, I'm going to sit here and watch me when Harry met Sally. That's the first one we're going to talk about. This movie, and to my opinion, is a great um movie when it comes to two people. They meet, and then through several years they know each other more. They're in other relationships through those years and eventually fall in love with each other. And it had, one thing about this movie, it has great dialogue, and I love that. You have your drama, you have your comedy. Billy Crystal is amazing, Meg Ryan is amazing, and just a fantastic movie overall. Now, I don't know why this is the movie that I always pick on Valentine's Day to watch. But there's a reason why, and I think that reason is that I gravitate toward this movie. Another movie that we're going to talk about, The Best Man. Now, The Best Man is a group of people that have known each other or connected in some type of way, and they all come together for one of their friends' weddings. And stuff hits the fan. Secrets come out, and just a lot of stuff come out. New relationships. And one friend in particular decides to write a book, and secrets come out from that book. You know, who are from college and stuff, because most of them know each other from college. And Terrence Howard is in this movie. Morris Chestnut, Tay Diggs, and a bunch of other fantastic actors and actresses in this movie. And I also go towards this movie during Valentine's Day because I know that I am going to get some laughs, some drama, and oh crap, that type of stuff. Knowing the fact that I've seen this movie about 50 times, but it's an enjoyable movie. You're going to get a good story and just a good movie overall. The next movie that we are going to talk about is Say the Last Dance. Now, Say the Last Dance is one of those movies that I went to see originally in theaters. I I was trying to figure out if I did, but I absolutely did. You know why I know I did? Is because there's a scene in this movie. I'm not going to say too much about it, but towards the end of the movie, one of my favorite scenes is that this movie is about, a teenage girl, because her mom passes away, and she has to live on in Chicago, and I believe the South Side of Chicago, if I'm not, if, I think yeah, the South Side, and she meets a whole bunch of new people, and she also is in a new reality. And it's also about interracial relationships. You know who else is? Julia Stiles is in this. Sean Thomas Patrick, or Patrick Thomas, he's in this movie, and Kerry Washington is in this movie. I think this is the first time I ever seen her, to be honest. If I'm mistaken, I think that was the first time I ever seen her in a movie. And I love this movie because you have dancing, and she's a ballerina, and she meets hip hop dancing, and these two worlds come across each other. She's also um auditioning for Juilliard, so she's coming up with new moves and stuff, and she puts two of those things together and just makes something fantastic. I love this movie. The next movie that we're going to talk about is Moonstruck. Moonstruck stars Cher and Nicolas Cage. Now, Cher plays a widow and Italian American Italian widow, and she has a boyfriend. Her boyfriend proposed to her, and he has to go away, and then she meets his brother. She falls in love with the brother, and I'm not going to say too much. It's a fantastic movie. I think for me, when it comes to Cher movies, she's a really good actress, and I wish that she do more movies. I want her. She did Mamma Mia 2. Excuse me. I want her to be in a drama movie or a comedy. I think she'll do fantastic in a comedy. She has been in comedies before, by the way. But I love me some Cher. I also love Nicolas Cage. I've talked about him more than a couple of times on here and in other social media things. But I think that he's a fantastic actor. Now, the next movie that we're going to be talking about is The Bodyguard. Need I say more? You got Whitney Houston and Kevin Costner. That's all I gotta say. She falls in love with her bodyguard, and it's a fantastic movie. Now, I have said some things about this movie, the fact that they want to reboot it, and I say no. Okay, you got my supporters. Y'all know that I like a good reboot, but some movies shouldn't be touched, okay? You have a great iconic movie. Why touch it? Why put your finger on it? That's my thing. Why do that? Don't do that. That is a overall movie, fantastic movie. Great acting, great all types of stuff. Don't touch it. Don't even put your foot on it. Just don't. But I love that movie because I just love seeing Whitney Houston was a fantastic singer, and it's sad that she's gone. And I love watching that movie and um seeing her acting skills. Another great movie. It's not even on my list, but I'm gonna put it on here anyway. Waiting to Exhale. Now that's a fantastic movie. You want to be hooping, hollering, laughing, all types of stuff. That's the movie. Next movie is One Fine Day. Now I think people forget about this movie. It has George Clooney and Michelle Pfeiffer. It's about, I believe, they're single parents and they both have children, and the children miss their field trip, and they help each other throughout the day, and in the midst of all that they fall in love. It's a fantastic movie. I recommend, if you haven't seen it, go and watch it. I will believe that you will love it. The next one on my list, and probably the last one that I'm going to give fully my list, because I'm going to release this after um I'm done with this, so you guys can see the whole entire list. So the next one is A Thin Line Between Love and Hate. When you hear that title, what do you think about that title? Because when I hear that title, I'm thinking there's a thin line between love and hate. Either you love someone, or I don't like the word hate, but you just dislike them or whatever. And in this movie, you have Martin Lawrence falls in love with a woman, and she cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. That's all I gotta say. Okay, this movie is funny, has great story, funny, and just this woman is crazy. Okay, and he tries to get away from her when he figures out what kind of woman she is and stuff like that. But that is all the movies from that list. Now I want to talk about the kid friendly list. Now there's a reason why I did this list. The reason why I did this list is because I was trying to put myself as a little kid, and what movies I figure that is true to the love, like characters falling in love, or excuse me, or movies that I loved when I was a kid, when I was watching movies during Valentine's Day. Believe me, I love watching movies. You guys know this. But the kids friendly one, I did a few of them. I have nieces and nephews. That's another reason why I did this list because I have small nieces and nephews, and I also have little cousins that always come up to me and say, "Tarasha, what movie do you think I should be watching, or what TV show should I be watching?" So I give them a couple, and the crazy thing about it is they actually sit there and watch them too. I've actually seen it, and their mamas and their daddies come to me too, because I'm the movie person in the family, by the way. So, Princess and the Frog. I put this on this list because it's one of my favorite movies, and the fact that you got Tiana, and she's a girl that wants to have her own restaurant. She lost her dad. She Food to them is their culture, you know, and the fact that I easily went into this movie just because I knew what it was about. But for me, it was based in Louisiana. Now, my family is based in Louisiana. I've never been, but I've heard stories. And she lives in the bayou, and my family is from the bayou. And same thing over here that our food in our family speaks. And same thing with this movie. But she falls in love with a prince. Well, a frog at the moment. And you have these moments. You have Remo. You have all these movies, but you also see the culture in that movie. And I think that's why I gravitate towards that movie so much. The next one is Beauty and the Beast. You have Belle falling in love with the Beast. I love the music in this movie. I also love these characters. You got Mrs. Potts. You just have these brilliant characters and great moments throughout the movie. And they they have like a love hate type of thing. He loves her, and she falls in love with him, and they fall in love with each other. And seeing that quite young when I was a kid, I thought that it was fantastic. I feel, in my opinion, love is a great thing. It's a powerful thing, and when you could in these movies, most of these movies, you have like the fuss in between and people fighting each other, fighting off the fact that they love each other. But you shouldn't be fighting it. You should lean into it. You should just love that person. The next one is Parent Trap. Now, the reason why I put this movie on this list is because you have uh, two parents that split up and their kids also twins go one with the mom, one with the dad. The one that's with the mom, they live in London. The one that lives with the dad, they live in Napa. Okay. And the crazy thing about it is there's a few scenes in this movie that I absolutely love, and we're about to talk about it. Because I've talked about it before, but I love having an opinion to talk about this movie. So, you have Lindsay Lohan. She's a, she plays a twin. And I will say this, I thought she was a twin when I was a kid, okay? Let's move past that. The fact that these two meet at camp and they just stuff just hit the fan. They realize that they are sisters. That you know that she's never one of them never met the mom and the other one never met the dad. And they quickly come up with a plan that they switch places. One goes with the mom and the other one goes with the dad. And when that happens, and they quickly realize that parents quickly realize that they did a switcheroo, they all come together, but in particularly, they go to dad's. When they go to dad, they meet his girlfriend, who I particularly don't like, by the way. And when they do that, when they do that, we see her side. We see how she's not a nice person. Then they go on a hike or camping, actually. Um, by the way, these two twins, these two girls, are like what, 11, 12 years old? They sat up there and did things to this woman, and she sat up there and tried to bully 11-year-olds, and they showed her, okay? The fact that this is one of my scenes. The fact that they were hiking to the campsite, I believe, and they one of them grabbed a gecko or a lizard and put on her water bottle. Next thing you know, she was staring in the deads of an eye of a lizard or gecko or whatever. She just screamed. Next thing you know, it's in her mouth. Yuck. And it's just she just have a fit. She also woke up one morning and she was floating on the water with her air mattress or whatever. That was crazy. This movie is just fun, but also you see two parents come back together and fall in love again. That's the thing of it. And for me, when I was both coming up with these lists, I was thinking that, love is a strong thing, but it could be for anybody. You know, when you're a teenager, you fall in love with your first crush, when boy or girl, um, when you are a little bit older, you try to figure you want to be in love and get married and do all these things. But for me, for Valentine's Day, is that yes, Valentine's Day is for your Pacific other, for your husband or your wife or your girlfriend or boyfriend. And my thing is that I also feel like as a younger kid, for me, I my mom told me that Valentine's is for everybody. It's for you, it's for me. It's the fact that we all get to this specific day. Yes, it's one day, but you should be loving your Pacific other or the people that you love every single day, and tell them that you care about them and you love them. So for me, when it comes to specifically movies, that's what I was looking for each of these movies. Someone falling in love with each other, but also also know the people that are around them they're loved too. So I hope you guys love this list. I hope you guys watch any of these movies. And if you guys have watched these movies or going to watch these movies during Valentine's Day, leave a comment. I appreciate it. And I will be back with you guys because I have several videos that I'm planning all the time. You guys know me. But I hope you guys are having a beautiful day and a good Valentine's Day and happy Valentine's Day. Over here, we talk about the things that we love, and I hope you guys are having a beautiful day. Bye.